Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of 1320 Stuff. I'm Darryl.
I'm Lindsey.
And I'm the bearded wonder, RJ.
The bearded wonder. Thank you guys for tuning in again. We know the first couple of episodes have been really heavy, but there's so much happening in the world that is heavy. And so we want to kind of tackle those things as they come up. The last episode, episode 2, we talked about Colin Kaepernick, his protests, how it affected change, how it brought about change, and kind of where his life is right now in terms of his efforts to get back into the league. And also we talked about Black Lives Matter and tried to kind of clarify what does that statement mean for us as Black men and women, and how does that look to the world and what we want people to interpret from that statement. And so we talked about those things, a lot of heavy things. Today we're going to try and lighten it up a little bit, hopefully, but who knows? Ain't no telling. It's 2020. It might turn into another Titanic. So here it is today. We have with us a special guest. Yes, I say that. Yes, we have a special guest with us. RJ's going to introduce our guest on today.
Yeah, so as you can see, we have a lovely young lady sitting here on the couch with us. Mel, we want you to go on and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you.
Hey, y'all. My name is Melanie. I'm a local artist here, a singer. And since we're talking about entertainment, in the future episodes, we'll be bringing a live band. We'll bring some singers to come out and jam with y'all, and we'll just have fun. Me and my husband, we do a local event here called Soulful Saturdays, where we bring local artists out to just jam out. So that's what we'll be doing here in the future.
Awesome. Thanks. We're glad to have you.
Thank you.
I'll be singing songs too.
No, he won't.
Yes. Don't be a hater.
Yo, so listen, we're going to keep this episode pretty light. This is our entertainment episode. And listen, because I can't sing, dance, or do anything like that, my specialty is TikTok. So listen, we probably going to get into some of those TikTok videos at some point through one of these episodes. But I have a question for everybody on the panel today. Like, what do you miss since we've been in quarantine and due to COVID and everything? What is it that you miss most? Is it like the music, the concerts, the sporting events? What is it? Anybody?
Honestly, I miss not having to think about a virus. Like, I feel like even if everything comes back, that's all I'm thinking about when I'm out. If I try to go get something to eat or anywhere
Way to keep it light, Lynn. Like just go right back into okay. Go ahead.
I told y'all I don't know how to be like.
I ain't mad at you. I'm just
problem.
saying.
Whatever.
I miss being able to just laugh without somebody bringing up this doggone virus. I miss movies. I used to go to the movies. No, there's gunshots again. So I'll go to the movies and just chill out. And you can't do that now. And in a light point, now if I go to the movies, I have to wear a mask. I don't want to wear no mask in the movie because I ain't know somebody gonna try and kill me.
Wait, but speaking of movies, I don't miss spending $75, $67 on like some popcorn and the pop and maybe
somebody
some nachos.
popping popcorn now.
They popping popcorn outside. We hear all these fireworks. You think it's the 4th of July still, but
are you going to the movies with 2 dates at
no,
one time?
No,
where you spending $75 on popcorn, man?
I may be exaggerating by a few dollars, but y'all know snacks at the movie theater is expensive. That's why I always sneak mine in. Like I'll open a bag of, I go to Walgreens, get a big bag of chips, open them up, let the air out, put them in this pocket, put some red vines in this pocket.
As you go in.
No, it's a method to it. And I'll teach you one day. But
I'm a pastor.
We're gonna let Mel talk. Mel, what do you miss? You're an entertainer.
I miss more than the movies. I miss the movie popcorn. I don't bring food into the movies. That's like, isn't it illegal?
Do you know like concerts and stuff? You don't miss concerts? You're a singer.
You know what? I do miss concerts, but have you guys seen the versus battles that's been on Instagram? They have been phenomenal. They had Fred Hammond versus Kirk Franklin. They had Erykah Badu versus Jill Scott. They have been pretty amazing.
Erykah Badu and Jill Scott was cool. They talked too much though.
They did talk a lot. It was like 5
hours. They was
like
two girlfriends talking on the phone, just randomly singing in the middle.
Did you watch Teddy Riley versus Babyface?
Oh, you mean when Teddy thought he was about to kill? Teddy was ready. This fool had a stage, had everything in there.
Yeah,
like,
fireworks in the back.
Like, Teddy, you there?
Sorry.
Teddy, you there? Don't you hate when that happens in life? You just ready for something and all of a sudden just don't.
That never happens to me.
Oh, this never happened.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I think I don't miss concerts. I miss movies, some sports. You know how depressing life has been when ESPN is playing two dudes playing Madden on a PlayStation 5 on TV. And I said, man, my life has really turned into something else when I'm watching two random dudes play Madden on TV. And that's when I realized that it's 2020 and I probably am sad.
But you know what? I'm kind of disappointed, though. They've canceled everything, though, for the summer, especially in Chicago. So we don't have the taste of Chicago. We can't eat the food. There's no summer concerts, no Lollapalooza, no Gospel Fest. You know, I'm always down front at the Gospel Fest because that's just what I like to do. But there's no summer concerts. There's nothing. So it's like, you're going to take us off punishment. Then what do we do?
Yeah, I definitely think the concerts is a big thing for me because I love going to concerts and I can't even foresee when we'll be able to go back and be like, because that's really the fun of it is being with people and next to people and just like the vibe together. So I really hate that I can't see when we're going to get back to that place. And even the ones that they're doing now, because they're kind of doing social distance concerts in some places, but it's like, in
What does
your
that
car,
look like?
It's like in your car.
That's not a concert.
Well, it's
That's
like
the
you all
drive-in.
go to the same place and they're up there performing and you're just like, I mean, it could be fun.
I see your car like, waving hands in the air. You can't even lift your hands all the way up.
I feel like people probably get out and they probably like, they just probably have the rules for pseudo, like for you to mentally like, oh, we were safe, but people probably still.
That's
get
actually
out
might
the
be
car.
kind of cool.
Yeah, you can sit. You can bring your own snacks, drinks, unlimited.
That works for me because I listen.
You know how to steal snacks
I
into a
got the
movie
snacks.
theater.
I take my bag of sunflower seeds in there. Anybody else like eat sunflower seeds in the movie and throw the shells on the floor? No.
Wow, dude.
So
Really?
All
You
right.
the reason COVID is
Mel's giving me this
movie.
look. Scratch that. I don't do that. I've seen people do that.
Sunflower seeds. They don't even sell them in the movie theater, do they?
No, I get the 2-pack from the from Walgreens.
Dude, I think I one of the things about going back to the movies, I'm looking forward to it, but I think it's gonna make me nervous is because I watched the movie Contagion. No, not Contagion.
Yes, Contagion.
No, it's not Contagion. It's the one with Dustin Hoffman and what's that boy name? They got in trouble. Black guy. Dustin Hoffman. It's not Contagion. It is with the monkey. It's Outbreak.
Yes.
What's that boy name? The black dude.
Sorry, I don't know.
No,
I never.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
I never saw that movie.
Who got canceled because he. Whatever. So, in Outbreak, those y'all never seen Outbreak. They go to the movies and it's a really kind of cool scene. This dude coughs and you see like his droplet and the camera follows it all through the theater, like 10 rows back, and then it goes in this lady's mouth, and then that same lady gets sick later. And so,
Way to keep it light.
I felt that coming. As
Because
soon as you kind of picked up your, I knew,
it was
I
coming
felt your
because-
eyes on me.
Yikes.
That judgmental spirit. I just think you need to, not go there. So I'm really looking forward to that. And one of the things too, this might be a Chicago, but no, it's a universal thing. Backyard barbecue parties in the summertime.
Yes.
Be the bomb.
Yes. You could keep like low key, us just being able to be together again and be outside in warm weather and have the music playing. I'm very happy with that. Because I also feel like quarantine has allowed me to not spend money. And as the world is slowly opened up, it's like I'm trying to make up for lost times with the money spending. So I'm like, low key, we need to go back home so I can keep my money in my pocket. So I really like the at home stuff.
So you be in the
and
backyard
groups.
and then be
Yeah,
jamming
it's a
and then
vibe.
Step When the Name of Love come on and you be like,
But you gotta know that ain't really stopped in the black community. You know, we think quarantine means just kick it and hang out with the people you know and your family. So
Low key,
we
yeah,
still
people
been
are.
cooking out and barbecuing. But I do want to ask Mel a question though, because you're a singer, like, and we've been quarantined. How have you coped with this? Like, have you been out? Have you done any singing, or, what's going on in your world?
Surprisingly, I have had more gigs than when we weren't quarantined.
Are you singing in like people's homes or something like that?
It's a lot of live, like Facebook Live or IG Live events of people doing that. Yeah. I have a gig tonight where somebody's going live. This one is like benefiting all of the proceeds go to Black Lives Matter, but they just donate and yeah. Yes, a lot of I would say probably in the last month I've had 6 gigs.
I can't do virtual stuff. That's just so weird to me.
It's fine. It's
How?
something to do. I mean, what
Just
would we be
watching
doing?
a screen. I can't. That's not.
Okay.
That's not entertaining. That's
Musicians like it because they get to, if you have that.
You get to exercise your craft.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I'll take the backyard barbecue with my boy Kel's playing in the background.
Okay. You keep mentioning R. Kelly, and
certain songs are just the summer soundtrack.
absolutely not anymore. No,
Why not?
because it's R. Kelly. Lindsey.
Oh,
No. Don't hand her the microphone.
she
Don't
already
hand
mad.
her the
Listen.
microphone.
R. Kelly, I don't listen to R. Kelly anymore. When his songs come on, I turn it off. If his song comes on when I'm on the dance floor, I walk off. R. Kelly, no.
When did you stop listening to R. Kelly?
After I saw the documentary, whatever it's called.
No. But see, it didn't even take all of that, because if we're being real, we all knew what Kels was doing back in the day.
I did
and
not.
we kept listening to his music. We kept buying it. We kept stepping in the name of love. Chocolate Factory, 12 Play, all of that. If they play a Kel song, I'm listening to it. I'm probably singing all the words because.
No, I don't sing all the words. I'm gonna tell you, I'm really trying to stall
the words
because
hit different now.
Lindsey getting wrapped up. But they do. The words do hit different now. 12 Play.
So
is,
show me some ID before
what's
I
the one
get
that's
me
in?
deep. That's one of
I
his
don't see
songs.
nothing
I don't see
wrong.
nothing wrong. So show me some ID. You weren't asking for no ID. But I will say, though, to what RJ was saying, I blame parents. I feel like when it first happened and when it came out, I was a little too young to really get it. And they did a lot of covering up, and it wasn't really, the people that were watching the video, they knew, but I was too young. So I really didn't know. When I watched that documentary, my eyes were really open to say, wow, this was ridiculous. And everybody really let him get away with murder, basically. When it comes on, it does suck because I loved R. Kelly. Obviously, I'm from Chicago, so it's a different kind of, and that might be where they're coming from because I do think it's a Chicago thing. We love R. Kelly. But it is hard to listen to the music because I'm a words person, and when I listen to the lyrics, I'm like, ooh, he's talking about a baby. I can't.
I guess part of my thing though with Kells is that most of Chicago knew what dude was doing. Those y'all not from Chicago, there were several, and I think some of the high schools were mentioned in the documentary. But dude was at these high schools every day. I don't think you could have dated an attractive young lady at that time and she not have been to Kel's house at some point in time. That was almost the standard of, your girl fine? Yeah, she fine. She ain't never been to Kel's house, have she? Oh, man, no. Yeah, so that was just a known thing. But as a teenager, you're not thinking what's happening at Kel's house. You just know she got invited into that space. But everybody knew that dude was up there. I'm not saying it's right, but they knew he was there.
I would also say that, we have to look at it through the lens of where the culture is today, because I do think that there is a trend or there is a culture of older men with younger women. And so R. Kelly, yeah, that's the face right now in regards to, us watching that documentary. But I remember being in high school and all of the fine girls had a man that was not in high school, an older guy. Like, it was a thing. Not okay, but it was. So I feel like that's why a lot of people were maybe able to overlook the R. Kelly thing.
That's where they all got them Nikes and them Air Force Ones from. Them Airbrush shirts.
All I'm saying is everybody knew The man's in jail. What's wrong with playing the music? I still listen to it.
All of it, any of it.
Well, no, I don't actually have his music, but I'm just saying if it's played on the radio, which is rarely done, then I'll listen to it. But who am I to vilify the man? You know.
Would you let your kids listen to it? Your daughters?
I don't have kids, so I can't answer that.
If you had a daughter, would you let her listen to it?
I wouldn't, and that's probably why I'm looking at it from this perspective. But I have nieces, so okay, yeah. Look, I don't want to get all deep. Can we get off Kale's? Like, what else can we talk about real quick?
Dude, you just gonna switch up now. Now all
topic?
of a sudden,
yeah.
But see, that's my thing.
Let's just pray for
you.
him.
Want to switch? Pray for him.
Lord handle it. We just
pray for him.
Yeah, let's just pray for him.
Kale's probably should have went to Subway with JUSSIE SMOLLETT.
JUSSIE SMOLLETT.
The French actor. Y'all never heard of the French actor JUSSIE SMOLLETT?
No, I know JUSSIE SMOLLETT.
I stole that from Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle. Those y'all don't know, Dave Chappelle did an amazing stand-up bit about JUSSIE SMOLLETT, and so that's all I'm gonna ever call him. Those you don't know, that's the dude from Empire, right? Who made up that whole story. About this is the stuff I miss about entertainment.
He the one who sing like a goat.
I
like
miss
that
entertainers doing
big facts.
Yeah,
you said like a goat.
That's exactly what he does.
He's the modern day Keith Sweat.
There you go.
But Keith Sweat had good songs. Except Keith Sweat had hits. And JUSSIE don't have anything.
Can y'all stop calling this man?
It's JUSSIE. But this is what I miss. This is what I miss about entertainment. Entertainers doing stupid stuff. Because they've been locked in the house, they've not had the opportunity to go and do dumb stuff. That entertains me as much as them doing whatever they call their profession. So him going to Subway at 2 a.m. and negative 16 degrees and then saying some dudes with MAGA hats attacked him.
It wasn't well thought out.
It was
pretty terrible.
It was beautifully thought out for my comedic pleasure because I laughed the whole time he told that story. It is it's one of the things where you feel bad for people sometimes, but at the same time, I just like seeing people do dumb stuff. I mean, I do dumb stuff, so it's entertaining to see others do dumb stuff.
I think they still do dumb stuff if you are on social media because Instagram Live has produced a lot of dumb stuff.
Like what?
Tory Lane's Instagram is a mess.
Who's Tory Lane?
He's a rapper, younger guy.
What do he do?
Is he a rapper or a singer?
I was about to say, who is she?
My bad, Tori. If you watching, come on the show. I'm sorry.
No, he's an artist and he's pretty popular. But during quarantine, his Instagram was lit, and he would go live, and he would basically create a radio show, and he would let people come in on his live, and they would twerk. It was very, very ghetto, but it was very entertaining. If you wanted to be entertained, he acted like he was at a club. And when people would come on live, that's the funny thing about quarantine. I feel like to see the shift in entertainment, because you were saying you don't like the live, but I fought against live for so long. And then I started watching those verses, and it's low key fun. It's weird. And I'm also embarrassed because when the celebrities would come in and talk, you'd be like, oh, snap, Will Smith up here. You feel like you at a party with them. And that's what Tory used to do. When celebrities would come on his live, he'd be like, oh, man, we got Diddy in the building. Get him a table. Get him some bottles. And so it's I likened it to, I feel like quarantine made us kids again and more imaginative, and you had to believe and make believe to have fun because you really wasn't doing anything but sitting in the house, and so you had to create
TikTok
fun. There you go.
Listen, I'm a pro.
Dude, how many TikToks have you made?
Probably 8 or 9, not a whole lot, but it's something to do when you work from 9 to 5 and you close your laptop and you still sitting in the same chair and you turn the TV on. You get tired of watching TV. I'm going crazy. So I have to do something to lighten the load, entertain myself. So I just started doing that. If I could sing, I'd probably sing all day. Do you sing all day?
No, I don't sing all day, but I feel old because I cannot figure out how to work TikTok.
Well, I haven't figured it out. I'll do the basics. I see all of the ones where people jump from this part of the chair to that part of the chair. They it's like Ghost and Magic. I can't do all of that stuff. So I just stick to the lip sync. And I do them like 6 or 7 times till I get the little lip quivers. If they snapping, if they clapping, I do it all. Like, cause I got to make people believe that it's
lip
me.
quiver.
Yeah,
Do the lip quiver,
No,
dog.
I can't do it.
What?
I got it. No, I don't.
Yes, sir. Do it. What's the lip quiver?
Can we? What y'all think? Should we do?
Are you doing
TikTok?
the lip quiver now?
No.
Oh, okay. I was just trying to.
He said
think-
moving right along.
What if we all
moving
did
right
a
along.
TikTok together?
I'm not doing a TikTok.
Why not?
I'm too old for that.
We can do a singing one. We can got to do a dancing one because I can't dance. Either.
Y'all two could do one. Me and Lindsay too old for
that's
it. We ain't
what
got
I
no
think.
time. We ain't got
Yeah.
no. Yeah.
Do they have a TikTok where there's spectators and we can sit and watch y'all?
Nah,
Okay.
we
Do
all-
they have? We can't be background. I
don't
feel
know.
like that's how TikTok will work.
We gonna pull
'Cause
it together in one of these episodes. We gonna all do a TikTok.
I'm not doing TikTok with y'all.
Okay, I have a question.
What's the?
If you could have any artist, dead or alive, make a new album like of music,
Ooh.
who would you want an album from?
Juicy Smollett. What do you want, Juicy? I was in Subway.
No, you gotta. I would choose Prince.
Oh.
You said dead or alive, so I'm gonna go with Prince because Prince is just a freaking musical genius.
I feel like Prince would make COVID sensual.
he could make anything sensual.
That's not good.
Why?
I mean, what you think people doing during COVID?
Hold on.
Making TikTok.
You danced to R. Kelly "Step in the Name of Love."
Whoa. I didn't say I
But-
danced to R. Kelly's. I said I just liked it. I do
You
this.
rock to
How
R.
many-
Kelly.
How many y'all out here do that?
Hey, when music come on, you just
Yeah.
they made a whole song. Lean with it.
Prince could definitely make coronavirus sensual. And I'm for it.
That's kind of weird.
I am.
Who would I want? I think. Well, let me think about it. RJ.
Yeah, go ahead, Lindsay.
I feel like Prince would make it sensual, but he wouldn't like be singing about COVID. It would just be about like, dang, I've been trapped in the house for 3 months with my lady, and that would be the sensual. So I think he would make it.
That's an interesting way to look at it. Because I was like, he can't do the protest. Because what's that little boy name? Trey Songz did a protest song, and it sounds so sexy. I'm like, I don't feel like fighting the power. It just feels like, it's making love time or
You know,
something.
Trey Songz got one of them goat voices too.
Does
Sometimes he is a hit or
does.
miss, but he makes some good songs. I like Trey. I will listen to him.
I think I would want Biggie.
I didn't think of a rapper.
Oh, yeah, I want Biggie. I think Biggie would storytell the mess out of this whole time. And then,
Tupac.
no, not Tupac. I don't-
Tupac would totally be like he was always very conscious and current, and then he was talking about this.
Do we not realize
Man.
Tupac had way more bad songs?
Yes, he did.
Good-
But
okay.
I mean, there's balance. He lived both of those. Like, I mean,
Biggie didn't have bad songs.
oh, you mean bad, like not a good song? Okay, I thought you meant like
Not
Not bad. Like, no, I'm talking about it was not a good song. He had
some trash songs. Biggie had classic. Why you making that face? Yeah. You know Prince had some trash songs too, right?
Everybody.
Not Michael Jackson. Not Biggie. Not Jay.
All of them
No, what
have
trash
bad
song?
songs.
Well, okay. When Michael's skin got lighter, his music shifted a little bit. Freddie Jackson, got thinner. His music changed. So we talk about when they first came out. Lil Michael with the fro and the nose. That Michael hits.
He was with the Jackson 5, that Michael.
I mean, but even after that Michael was hot. When he got that monkey is when he changed. You can't buy no monkey. You start buying monkeys,
Well,
that's when your career
I'm gonna
goes.
shift it, and I'm gonna go take it to the gospel world. But I think, and they're still alive, and I think either one of them could do it, and it'd be just dope. And I think it's either Kirk Franklin or Donald Lawrence, because they're both amazing at storytelling or painting a picture of whatever. That's why they're pretty much two of my favorite gospel artists. So I think one of them.
More than Fred Hammond?
Yes. Fred got a bunch of hits. Hezekiah got a bunch of hits, but it's Donald and Kirk for me.
Who won between their verses?
Okay, so there's never an official winner, but if I had to pick a winner, I would definitely pick Kirk Franklin. He was on top of it with his hits. Fred Hammond, he had great songs, and of course I was like dancing around the house, but he just didn't play them at the right time. And all of Kirk's were hits, like all of them.
Really?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I feel like Kirk took it. I mean, and I love Fred Hammond, and he has some good songs, but I do think like placement, he didn't come as hard as he should have, like after a Kirk Franklin hit. It was like, oh man. And then Kirk plays some stuff that I had forgot, and you like, dang, this is good.
You know,
but that is like probably
outfit
2020's best playlist, because I am still listening to that playlist. Because after they do the verses, they put the playlist on.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's like on Spotify or Tidal or
is it on
Apple Music.
Apple Music?
I don't know if it's on Apple Music. It probably is.
'Cause I don't do
They've all
Spotify.
kind of adopted
I
it.
definitely don't do Tidal.
And I've been playing that one.
Tidal is terrible.
Kirk is amazing. One thing I
love
can't get
Tidal.
with though is all his dancing. He does all these sensual dances and urban
Kirk
dances
does?
to his gospel music. Yeah, like I've been to probably his last 2 to 3 concerts because I'm a big fan. I actually had a front row seat, and he took my phone, and then.
Oh, I
This is
remember
it.
you posted that.
Yeah, so that was great for me. But I'm just sitting up here looking at the man like you singing about Jesus, but you like gyrating and like,
Kirk does sensual
then
dances.
trying to moonwalk across the. Yeah, he
He
does.
ain't got nothing else to do up there.
But
So he shouldn't be up there.
Kirk
Sit
talks
your-
a lot for me. He just talks.
But you just said Kirk won.
Just like Khalid.
DJ Khaled.
Yes.
and another one.
He just always
There's another one.
talking. I'm just like, just write the song and sit down for a second.
Is a living. He's the epitome of the DJ at the place. He's like,
Yeah, well, that's what he does. He isn't singing. And so he just is up there kind of directing.
have you heard him try to sing a couple times?
It's bad.
It's not. I think I could
do.
probably what Kurt does.
How I miss her so more. No,
Do the quiver lip.
no.
Yeah, that was perfect time.
Yeah,
Dude,
probably.
that's like a
Could've
new
really threw it
dance.
in
When
there.
you can't tell me. I
Right.
just gotta do it because when you tell me, to
We
do
can
it,
make
then
a whole new dance right now.
I think, come on, y'all, do the quiver lip. Do the quiver
Oh,
lip.
you got it.
I think I pulled a muscle in my jaw trying to do that. Do the quiver lip. Y'all out there, y'all watching, do your best quiver lip and email it to us. And the winner of the quiver lip dance,
Y'all trying to
we will
announce the
play
winner.
you. And we're gonna play them on the show, and then they're gonna win something. You will win a free all expense trip
God.
to Hawaii. We're gonna send the quiver lip winner to Hawaii. And so those of y'all send that quiver lip in as we talk. Let me ask y'all this real quick. Is it safe? It's gonna sound like a weird question, but I think it is. No, actually, let me ask it this way. What is the one thing you used to love doing that you will be willing to risk exposure to COVID to do again?
Traveling. I miss traveling. It's like my favorite thing in the world to do. And when I don't travel, I feel just, ugh.
Like the
That
monkey.
is something that I know. And I've been like, I haven't been going to barbecues. I've just come to church, do like a couple gigs, but other than that, I kind of stay in my lane. But traveling, I would risk it for.
I can't say go to the barbershop because even during COVID, my barber was coming to my house. So I was breaking all kind of rules.
Oh, privileged, are we?
Yes.
Okay.
Very fancy.
Had to keep the beard together even though I had nowhere to go. So I really don't have anything for that one. Lindsey, you?
Well, I think the only thing that I would do is go to concerts. That would be the thing that I would risk. I mean, and that's a huge risk. I've been traveling, so, whatever.
I can't get over these car concerts, dude.
You would do
For concerts, I think I would risk COVID to play competitive checkers again. You didn't know it was
Is that
professional.
real?
Yeah, it's a real thing. It's a professional thing. It's kind of restricted because you be touching the checkers and you be like king me and you die. So
I'm willing to risk that.
Okay, that was a
You see that coming? You ain't see.
so yeah, that was a good answer, I guess. But look, I was
Hater.
scrolling, and I know this topic has been out a little while, but I saw T.I.'s name, and so it made me think about the little incident where with his daughter, and checking to see if she had sex and all of that stuff, and how she was embarrassed and crying, and like, what do you think? Is that too much?
Actually check
To see
if she was having sex.
you can't really.
It doesn't seem like he was. I think like whatever the first thing when he was talking, he mentioned that, but he was exaggerating. But he accompanies her when she gets her checkups. So I don't know if he goes in the room with her or if he just goes with her. But to me, the bigger problem was that he discussed it and in jest. So even though, I mean, why would you be being dramatic about that? Like, that isn't something to even discuss with the public. That's a very private thing.
Wait, but was this discussed on their TV, their reality show?
No,
Or
he
this
was
was
doing
just-
the interview.
Okay.
And so they ended up talking about it on the reality show because it was obviously a part of their lives. But, and while they were filming, it seems that that's when it hit the media. And so that's how it ended up on the show. But he was just talking about it in an interview. And why? Why would you be talking about that? And then it also kind of came up because he jokes about his son, saying his son is going to make him a grandpa. And his son be out here with all of the girls. And so it's just like that double standard of, oh, it's cool for your son to be sexually active, but you go on with your daughter and you so strict with her. And that's a problem.
But isn't that the desire in most cases, that you want men to protect
Their daughters, you want fathers to make sure their daughters are okay. Is that wrong?
Protection is one thing. And first of all, if he was talking about it on an interview, he's not protecting her. He's kind of putting her out there and all her business out there. And I don't know, maybe I'm a nurse first. So I just think that people's privacy needs to be respected no matter what age, especially something as sensitive as that. That's not cool. I didn't even hear about it until just now.
is so. But again, you like this idea of a double standard. Okay,
Don't y'all snap on me. It's just a question.
Just a question.
But do you not protect, cover, care for those items that we feel are more gentle? Don't snap on me. You don't put. Oh. But you understand what I'm saying. We, on one hand, women declare that men should care for, we should revere,
We should in a particular way. But it seems like if a man does,
then it's an issue if it's not done the exact same way for a boy.
Well, see, to me, protecting a girl is teaching a boy the correct way to approach sexuality. So starting with telling your son, gassing the
That's
son
tweetable.
up to be overly sexual and making sex a funny topic, that is ultimately putting your daughter and other daughters at risk, because we aren't teaching boys about sex correctly. And I think that we really miss the mark with boys, because your body as a man is a temple too, and it should be protected, and you should be choosy about who you give it to, and you shouldn't just lay with anybody. But we trivialize sexuality with boys, and then we make it with girls something totally different. And then men and women get in the bedroom together, and their mindsets are so different. And so we're setting people up wrong from the beginning.
Who created the mindset?
Men.
So you're stating basically that the society we live in is so patriarchal that men are defining sex
for both men
and women, and it's messing people up when they get into the bedroom.
Well, now I can't say I'm an expert on where it started and where it went wrong from the very beginning. I do think that we continue to perpetuate issues and teaching and acting like it's okay for a boy to lose his virginity young and it's a joke. But then telling girls that they need it to me, ultimately, it's policing women. Men have the right to do whatever, whenever, but girls, her dad is policing her and policing her body, and he has control over that. I just think that our approach to it from the beginning is the problem. We're teaching a girl and a boy at the same age. We're teaching sex to them very differently, and we're expecting it to make sense as they grow together. No, because they're being taught differently.
I think his intent was right, but his approach was off.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And so, I mean, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, as a parent, you have the right to run your household the way you see fit. And again, because he's a public figure, everything they do is, out in the open and magnified and scrutinized with a magnifying glass. So we're all going to have an opinion about it. So, I mean, he opened that door and everybody walked right on in, whether it's right or wrong. So it is.
Yeah, I agree with that. I really do think that, I think he thought he was saying something good. I really think that's the funny part. I think he was like, look at what a good daddy I am. I make sure my daughter's and then it backfired, and it's like, yeah, because that's stupid. And get it together. And you first of all, you disrespecting her. Like, to me, that is so personal. Yeah. And it's like, you took that from me. Like, first of all, you're coming. Okay, cool. Then you my daddy, you do, okay, fine. But then you're discussing my virginity to other people. And she seems like a very private girl. She doesn't really seem to be like cool with publicity. And then you do that. It's just, it sucks. But I think hopefully he learned a good lesson.
The interesting in all of this is the life of an entertainer. If we consider entertainment the things we miss the things that put them in fish bowls, to examine their lives, overly examine their lives, to watch them fail, watch them make mistakes, and then giggle or commentate on it. That's got to be a hard place to be in. So I get he can make the slip up. I mean, I'm nowhere near that level, but just being a pastor, coming from a large black church and then pastoring here, you do get people that kind of be like, why you do that? Why you do that? I never forget one time I went to, I was probably like 20 or something like that. And I went to Victoria's Secret. And I was going in there to give my mama some perfume. And
Sure, it was some perfume.
Yeah, it was
for
my
your
mama some perfume, man. Don't worry about all that. See, that's what I'm talking about. Don't judge me. You're judgmental. You're quiver lip. I see it. And so I go in, I'm walking out with the little bag, and this lady from Salem, one of the older ladies, she's walking through the mall. She sees me, and I'm like, oh. She said, "How's the Scarborough? It's so good to see you. What you got in the bag?" I was like, oh, Lord Jesus. I got perfume for my mama. Boy, you ain't got no perfume. That's what she said to me. And so you just considering that, sometimes I do feel for them, but at the same time, you do have to be mindful of what you say, what you do. And I hear you in terms of the whole, how we teach one and how we teach the other and that difference. But that's got to be a hard place to be in. I ain't got kids, so I can't imagine trying to teach, these two lives how to exist. That's hard as.
Yeah, I do think it's hard. And so I think that we all have opinions on this side. And I know that. But I also feel like it comes with the territory, because you are famous, and you having this platform gives you a lot of good too, and it comes with the bad. It's just the way that it goes. So I mean, I could feel sorry to a degree, but you good.
Can you just cancel me?
I'm sorry. Go
No,
ahead,
I
RJ.
don't.
No, this has been a great conversation, and we need to keep it going. I think we can do a part 2 of this, but because we're coming up close on time, and I just want to say that we had an awesome conversation. We enjoy having Melanie here. Just want to give her an opportunity to say if there's any last words you want to say to us. We look forward to having you, in upcoming episodes as well.
I look forward to being with you guys. Look forward to bringing a different aspect and bringing some music.
Good music.
Looking forward to it. Till
Great
next
music.
time, y'all.
Not light skin, Michael.
We out of here.
Dark skin, Michael.
Not big.
Peace.
This week's episode was really fun. We talked about entertainment. We ended up talking about entertainers and their lives. We loved having Mel on, and I can't wait to see some of the things that she brings to the next few episodes and for the rest of this season. We talked a lot about celebrities and their lives and the things that kind of come out in social media, and we had some opinions and critiqued their lives. And I think it's important for us to remember that They are people and they make mistakes the same way that we make mistakes. We just get to do ours in private. And so I can only imagine that it's really difficult to be on a stage or to be on a pedestal. And a lot of times we expect people to be perfect, and that's really hard. So I hope everybody keeps that in mind while watching that episode, and just remember that all of our opinions are just that, and we understand that these are people and we respect them as people in their journey in life. This week was fun, but back to the heavy stuff next week. I can't wait to get into it. So thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of 1320. Follow us on social media, email us, tune in next week for a conversation about cancel culture. And I know that's going to be good because that's all we're doing. Every week somebody else is canceled, so I can't wait to get into it. Thanks, guys.
I be with the hit maker. Baby, come give me something. Oh. Baby, come give me something. Oh.